Welcome to Elevate Springfield, where we will dive into strategies and stories that help you rise to your full potential. Each episode, we'll talk about how you can take intentional steps to elevate your life and your business while making a meaningful impact on those around you. Along the way, we're going to bring in the change makers from our community that are already elevating. We'll bring the actionable strategies, you bring the discipline and follow through, and together we can elevate Springfield.
All right, let's go, Springfield. Time to 10X, time to level up. Hey, you are listening to the Elevate Springfield podcast, coming to you from the Big Dog Construction Studio in beautiful downtown Springfield. Robert Ferriell here, certified 10X coach, speaker, and mentor, here to bring you actionable strategies. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together we're going to elevate Springfield. Well, hey, you are listening to the Wellness Upgrade on Elevate Springfield, where we're going to bring you specific strategies to help elevate your health and wellness. Hey, if you're not elevating your health and wellness, you're not going to be able to elevate in all other areas. This is the baseline. You know I'm passionate about it, and you know that's why I brought this segment to Elevate Springfield. We want to thank our friends over at Shudokan Karate Club here in Springfield. Sensei Dennis and his team, over 50 years in the Springfield area. Traditional karate, teaching self-discipline, confidence, community. Traditional, powerful, real. That's Shudokan Karate Club here in Springfield. Check them out. ShudokanKarateSpringfield.com. We're going to get right to our guest after the break.
When I first walked into Shudokan Karate Club, I was just looking for a way to get stronger, but what I found was so much more. Here we train in traditional karate, the real stuff, passed down through generations. Every punch, every kata has purpose. I've learned self-discipline, confidence, and how to protect myself. Not just in class, but in real life. It's not about being aggressive, it's about being prepared. This is more than a club, it's a way of life. Join us at Shudokan, traditional, powerful, real. Kyleigh!
And we are back for another edition of the Wellness Upgrade. Thank you again to Shudokan Karate. Hey, powerful, real karate right here in Springfield. No matter what your age, give Sensei Dennis and his team a shout. They have fitness classes and karate for all ages out on the west side on Bradfordton Road. But today, familiar face. We've seen a lot. Miss Kyleigh Melvin from the Primitive Prairie. Kyleigh, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Oh, fantastic. Thank you again for stopping by.
Yeah.
So, topic of the day.
Yes.
Skincare.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Skincare. Yeah. So, what are we getting into here?
Well, really a little bit of everything. You can even talk about hair care with this, but this is how my business came to be, was skincare. And a lot of people don't know that, but oh boy, I think it was like 2012. So how long ago was that? Like 15?
14 years ago
14 years ago, yeah. But that is how it started with facial lye soap, acne toner, which is still my bestseller to this day, rosehip serums. That's how it started with me. And that's how I grew into learning about herbs, was the skincare first. And it really is crazy the road I traveled to get to where I am with my skincare today, because it was honestly learning about a lot of horrible things about what's in our skincare to get to the level of organic that mine is now.
There's absolutely just some nasty stuff in a lot of the skincare stuff that's out there. When it comes any of the skincare, the hair care, the cosmetics, all the stuff. There's just so much junk in it.
And I think in Europe there's 1,300 ingredients that have been banned from products like that. And I think we have like 11 or 12 here.
Wow.
So it's one of those things like people are like, oh, they're just probable carcinogen. I'm like, but if you're looking at something that raises your estrogen levels unnaturally and that leads to breast cancer, can we not call that cancer causing?
Right, no doubt about it.
So I get kind of annoyed with how people try to skate around it. But I will say I started with what I thought was all natural. I remember in college, I'd buy books. I would talk about how to make your own all natural skincare, like starting out. And it would say, oh, and you can add the fragrance. And so I'd buy a fragrance from this all natural skincare site. And I was young, and I would get my box of stuff, and I would make my lye soap, and I would put mocha latte scent in it and rainforest scent in my soap. And one day, I was planning to have a baby, like most people do, and they're like, "Okay, it's time. I'm gonna." And one day, that box came, and I saw this big, thick pamphlet in my box that was always there. I just, I trusted the process and
Sure.
tossed it to the sex. Remember, this stuff was in my natural skincare books. I've now learned natural and organic are very different, but I got out that pamphlet, and it was a list of all the carcinogens and ingredients in this one little fragrance bottle. And it
Wow.
changed, and talking about like you should be wearing a mask when you're using this fragrance blend, yet people were like lathering it on their face. I made lotion with a lotion base that I got from this skincare company. It was full of endocrine disruptors. So your endocrine system is, where your hormones get sent into your bloodstream and sent to receptors, and it disrupts that. And it was that day I was like, well, people aren't going to be happy, but I'm going to go to 100% essential oils. And they're not going to be happy because some essential oils don't carry through as strong as others. The cost is going to go up a little bit because they are expensive, and especially if you're going to get a quality one. And I never looked back, and that was well over 10 years ago. So there's only a little window I was using fragrance blends and things like that. But, people ask me, do you sell lotion? Well, no, I don't sell lotion because lotion has water. And to have water, you have to have a preservative. Some preservatives are safer than others, but most of them still have endocrine disruptors or carcinogenic synthetic components.
Yeah.
So it was a call I had to make on what I was actually going to start carrying from then on out.
No, don't have a lotion. Do you have something that takes the place of a lotion?
Yes, I have rosehip serum's been a favorite since like 2012. So that's rosehip oil and a little bit of lavender essential. It's pretty pure. I don't use any emulsifying agents. So that's something and it's not because there's anything really bad about emulsifying agents. It's one of the gentler of all these synthetic things. It emulsifies it. It's going to join the water to the oil so they're not separated. But what they have found is emulsifying agents will actually stick to oil on your skin and disrupt your skin's natural balance of oils. So I'm like, why put that in there? My acne toner is witch hazel, and then on the top there is this chunk of yellow herbal infused oil. I chose herbs that I felt like were calming for like somebody that needed to use acne toner on their skin. And you just have to shake it. It takes you 2 seconds.
Right.
Like, we don't need to add anything additional to this. It's going to be pure. And that's the choice I made. So I have the rosehip serum, and then I have some people that buy it in bulk. They'll buy a big bottle of it from me and use it everywhere. But tallow was something I didn't actually want to get into because everybody was doing it. And I was like, there's enough of it. And then I started looking at the different ways people were scenting their tallow or making and I was like, all right, now I'm going to make tallow too, I guess.
Gotta
And
do
it's
it.
actually become a favorite of mine. Like, if people saw, everybody thinks it clogs your pores, but I lather that on at night. Like, it's my makeup remover and everything. And speaking of makeup, I use Dab herb makeup. And there's another brand I think it's just called 100% Pure. So I even am weird about it in my makeup.
No, I love that. I mean, you talk about the emulsifiers, and you said that it's on the safe end of bad.
Yeah, the safe end of bad. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and whenever
there's so many different ones, and some are
Right.
more natural than others, but yeah.
Yeah, and when I look at those type of things, it's like, well, why even just why have it in anyway?
It's not
Why
doing-
even put it in there?
All
I mean,
it's
if
going to do is make it all blended, but you could
Right.
shake it really quickly and just use it all the
makes it
same.
easy.
Yeah.
So-
So I don't put it in anything.
No, in terms of lotion, I mean, if I have anything that had any of those nasty scents in it and everything, it would make my skin break out. So I mean,
Yeah.
typically now I just use oil. Like the rosehip stuff, do you use that just like lotion? Do you put it on and just kind of rub it in, or what do you do?
it's like way lighter than tallow, and it actually, in some studies they've found it helps with collagen production. So like a lot of women use it. I know my mom for the longest time, for years and years, she called me. She's been using this since I started making it in 2012. And she called me maybe 2 years ago, and she goes, I use that on my face. And I was like, yeah, that's what it's for. And she goes, well, I thought it was for my nails, and they grow so beautifully when I rub it on my cuticles. I'm like, but she didn't want to put oil on her face. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I think it kind of weirded her out, but it actually has been found. First of all, it's full of vitamins and minerals, so it's good for your face. But it also lightens dark spots on your face, which I used to work outside for years, so I need that too. But it lightens dark spots, helps with redness. I will say there are some essential oils that can be harsh on people's face. Like they should be careful. Like lavender, a lot of people actually are sensitive to lavender. Don't put anything citrus on your skin before going outside because that'll cause a burn. So you still have to be cautious, but it's totally different than putting a chemical on your skin.
Oh, yeah. No
Like
doubt
just
about it.
night and day. A lot of them contain, and it's mainly in the fragrances, but phthalates.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably the biggest one. And the hormones those mess with are estrogen, thyroid, and testosterone the most. It messes with all of them, but those are the ones that are most heavily impacted. So it's like, why? I don't.
Why do it?
Why
Yeah.
do it?
No, I've been using a blend of jojoba
Yeah.
oil? Yeah,
Yeah.
jojoba oil and moringa?
Yeah.
Moringa oil?
Yeah.
So I bought some of that, and then I just made a blend of it, and that's what I use as lotion.
Yeah.
Is that
It's
good?
No, I feel like there's some people that put just olive oil on their face, which I'm kind of weird about how things sit on your pores. And then like it's one of those things. I'm always big on researching, and I'm not an expert. I didn't go to school for what's in our skincare or anything. But retinol, you can't use retinol while you're pregnant. Now, it's because the vitamin A in it, your skin's your biggest organ of your body, and the vitamin A can actually get into your bloodstream and disrupt the growth of a fetus. And everybody's like, well, but it's vitamin A, so it's good. But there's still other synthetic ingredients in a lot of store-bought retinols then that are getting into your bloodstream. Like nobody
You probably don't even
talks
thinking about
that
it. Yeah.
part. And I'm always researching, where does Botox go when it wears off? Like I'm always asking myself, like, does anybody else do this? Or is it just like, where does it go when it dissipates? Because it's got to go somewhere once it wears off that nerve. Where does it go?
Right.
Because it's a toxin. So I would want to know where it's going.
No doubt about it. It's got to go somewhere.
And so people always make fun of the quote unquote crunchy people that are making these moves to organic skincare. But I was like, to me, in the name of what? Because anti-aging isn't, when people say something's anti-aging, that is not real. Something cannot be anti-aging.
Right.
We are all aging. We're all on this journey together. But yeah, it's been a journey. And I can say I probably do have some of the most pure stuff you can. I'm very serious about sourcing everything from my clay, like in my clay masks. I'm weird about making sure it hasn't been infiltrated by any toxins because a lot of clays are. I don't always go for the cheapest. So if they see it in my price, it's because I paid more for quality. You know, I'm really weird about where I source stuff for sure.
Well, in this industry, you should be. That's what you're doing, right?
Yes.
So I think we have your clay, and I think we have the rose hip.
Yeah.
I think we've got all those
especially
things.
Especially with you having girls, and I have 4 girls. For me, especially as their bodies go through such big jumps and changes, they're really sensitive to those endocrine disruptors, and that is not a conspiracy. That has been found.
Yeah.
That these skincare, wasn't a dry shampoo company was just sued a couple of years ago for cancer causing ingredients in their dry shampoo. So I started making dry shampoo because I was like, it's these teen girls that are the most, I feel like, susceptible to this.
Yeah. They go out and they'll go to Sephora or wherever. They'll get all the stuff and whatever's popular at the time, no matter what junk is in it, you know?
It is awful.
But like we've talked before, same thing that we've talked about on the food side.
Yeah.
My girls now are looking at all that cosmetic stuff too about what's in it and what they shouldn't have on it and everything. So,
and I would like to say something to that because I'm weird about it. I hate to say companies, but so a lot of people like native deodorant. I would urge people to go read the ingredients on the back of their native deodorant. Dr. Teal's Epsom salt baths that say essential oils real big on the back. Go turn it over and see if it will probably say essential oils because they do put some in there, but you will also see fragrance.
Yeah.
And you're bathing in it. So it's they sneak it in there. Like most of them do. All the laundry detergents that say they're made with essential oils, they are. Like they will put essential oils.
Yeah, there'll be some in there, but
with mostly fragrance.
Right.
Or if you're getting all natural body care, that's like I said earlier, like rainfall scent, like how did they make that? Like, come on. It's just, I think a lot of people say because they're maybe making it from scratch, it's all natural, but it still is not.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. And I think, there's a lot of people out there and a lot of companies that are trying to take advantage of the movement right now
They are.
in this
Yes,
space.
yes.
So they're trying to just be able to put whatever they can on the label to say that it's natural, and they say they've got the essential oils and say all this, but then, like you said, you turn it over and there's still a lot of junk in there.
It's right. Yeah, it's right. And it always will say, it'll say essential oils if it's essential oils, and it'll say fragrance if it's all the other crap. That's basically what I've learned. Or parfum.
Oh yeah, parfum. Yeah.
Those are the ones I'd watch out for probably the most, aside from like the parabens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's become so popular that I mean, just anybody and everybody is trying to have a natural side to their product line, and a lot of times it's not.
It rarely is, and it's even hard with because there's been a lot of products people have liked of mine over the years that I had to get real about. Shaving cream. Now I have shaving soap, because shaving cream, to make that consistency the way I wanted to make it, it was going to have some sort of preservative, because I was going to have to add water. So I just had to get, people would be like, when are you bringing that back? I'm like, I'm not. I have this now, though. So
right.
I'm kind of in the point, if you see something I have at this point, it's because I feel like it works and it's 100% natural.
Might have to try some of your shaving soap. That's what I'd normally use. So
yeah, and that's a hard one, because you're trying to make a cool guy scent with essential oils.
Right.
I just gifted some to my dad. I'm like, it kind of smells smoky, because I added just different like essential oils to try to find a guy like scent.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It is hard to blend essential oils to smell good, but
it is.
It's always a work.
Right. And I mean, I guess I've just gotten to the point, because I used to like having, whatever you want to call it, and bourbon manly scent or whatever, whatever. But anymore, I'm just like, I don't really.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing any of it. I'm just not worrying about wearing any of it, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
So that way I don't have to look at the ingredients on any of it. So, I mean, same thing with soaps and everything. There's so much junk out there, but.
Oh yeah, my daughter just uses the soap I make, and it's like, and it still smells good. So it's one of those things. It's just, you have to get used to it. I mean, nobody has to do anything, but I always tell people, don't stress yourself out about it super badly, but just be mindful about it going forward. What's on you the most, at least try to cut that back. They even did a study on women before and after they did just regular, I believe they tested their breast tissue to see if there was that cancer gene or how much of it. And then they tested it a month later after they had them quit all synthetic like skincare, and it actually decreased. So it's been and they found it in people's urine. So it's one of those things that is real. I think just people like to be in denial, because who doesn't want to smell good?
Who doesn't want to walk and smell really great?
Yeah, exactly. And my house smells good, and I have all these candles.
Yeah.
From like, what is it, Yankee Candles, Bath and Body. Oh, don't get me started.
Oh, Bath and Body. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Oh my goodness.
Right. No, Dave Asprey, one of the podcasts that I listened to, he was just talking about that. He's like, yeah, if you walk into somebody's house and it smells really good, it's that you're having those endocrine disruptors. It's not really clean. A clean house should not. Yeah, a clean house you should not smell at all. You shouldn't have either.
It's a horrible. It's a horrible thing to think when you walk, because when you do, you like walk into their house and you're like, do they just sit in this? Like it would be crazy to act like we don't realize that there is a huge rise in breast cancer. I keep saying breast cancer because it is heavily correlated, they're finding, to these endocrine disruptors. That's why I keep bringing up breast cancer, but it would be in all just the hormone imbalancing issues most people have now. I feel like it's obvious. And we've talked about this before, but the big stretch of time we've been in, how much of that have we really been using all this synthetic stuff? And yet we're seeing these cancer cases go between our food, between what we're putting on us, all of it. You'd be having to almost try really hard to ignore it, I feel like. But some people do. So.
I get kind of antsy now. I mean, just because I'm so aware and cognizant of it. If I'm in an office or I'm at somebody's place and the things are going off and it's, the fresheners and I'm smelling it real strong, I'm like, I'm just sitting there. Like, this is terrible for me, but I'm still, but I still got to be right here. I still got to finish what I'm doing here, but this is that's what's going through my mind. No matter what I'm talking about, I'm like, man, this is terrible for me. I'm going to finish my meeting here, but this is terrible for me.
It is horrible. And we like dipping and rolling our own beeswax candles at home. I do love having candles. I love candles. Or if there's a way to lightly scent them with essential oil, then I will have those. But I do love that kind of stuff. So that was a hard one for me to get. Remember back in like the Scentsy days?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Man, I had a lot of those.
Oh, yeah, we did too.
Yeah,
We
I
did
was like,
too. No doubt about it. Courtney
man.
had a whole collection of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
There
over.
was like an autumn one. I was like, this is so, but then I realized, I could make that with cloves and cinnamon and we like simmer pots. And those are like wholesome, fun family activities, making a simmer pot to put on the stove. So it's been an adjustment and I don't want people to freak out too much about it, but it's like those fragrances, the stronger something is, the more I'd be backing away is the way I look at it.
No doubt about it. You talked earlier, is that your mom was thinking about the oil on her face.
Yeah.
I was a little bit that way too when I first started using it, because I mean, that's what I do. I don't put lotion on my face. I just have that oil that I made, and I just put that on. A little odd at first, I felt, but I like it.
It is weird, and then you have to get used to like soaking in. And the tallow was a big one because, like I said, it was popular, and people were asking me to make it, and I was like, man, I don't know. I'm big on researching things before I will sell it. Like I was like, I have to know what this is, and then once I did, I was like, okay, this seems really good for your skin. And now that I use it all the time, it might feel heavy for the first few minutes, but then it soaks in and it's fine. And I'll tell you what, my youngest daughter, she has really dry skin, and that's like formed her skin. So I'm thankful for it now. And I infuse mine with additional herbs, especially formulated for the face, for like aging women and stuff. But yeah, I'm sold on it now, which shocks me because I was like, this is just a popular thing on TikTok. I'm not going to get into this.
Sure.
And here I am. But
well, I'll tell you, I've started using coconut oil a little bit too. Like when my hands are really, really bad or something.
All of my,
I'll dip a little coconut oil that I use for cooking or something, rub it around.
Yes, it's in my tallow. It's in all of my skin salves. I use it a lot because I'm like, there's not much out against coconut oil, except some people have an allergy, which is unfortunate. But other than that, there is nothing really bad you can say about coconut oil.
It's great. Like you said, you got to get used to, I'll lather it on there pretty good. And then I'm like,
I know.
It's like, I'm here for a few minutes.
Nobody come up to me.
Don't touch them. Don't let me touch anything. Keep my phone away from me.
Because of what I do, there's oil on all my clothes. It's not just from it's like just from making the stuff, like messing with coconut oil. Man, there's stains on all my stuff. Don't judge me.
It's great though. You can use it for that. You can use it for cooking.
You put it in your hair. Yeah. I mean, I
love it.
I know.
So no, I've gone down the rabbit hole on a lot of that stuff. Even I don't know if it matters or not, but even my clothes, I've been transitioning my clothes to all organic cotton.
It does matter, and I'm going to tell you a story if you have time for it, a really quick one. So my youngest we would notice at certain times she was having these, I guess it was like a dermatitis. We thought it was an allergy or just severe eczema of some sort. So of course with the eczema, I started being like, oh, is it her gut? Do we need to, we did learn after I started tracking what was touching those spots. And then when I talked to her doctor about it, because he's natural minded, he goes, no, this makes sense. Because if you knew the binding agents they use, it is the binding agents to the blue dye in the denim. It's actually some of the worst and harshest chemicals, and she's sensitive to it.
Really?
So now when she's wearing denim, I had to go get, and it went away. It went away. But she's always had sensitive skin anyway. Yeah. So that didn't really shock me, but it was just learning what's in our clothes. I'm like, man, I could have stayed in denial about this.
Right,
like,
exactly.
I did not need to know
Yeah,
this.
I'm going through my closet and I'm like,
oh, no.
I'm ditching all the polyester, because I had quite a bit of workout type attire, the stretch stuff to work out in and everything. And some of that stuff's terrible. So
no, it's most things. It's like, I wish I didn't know, but it's the blue azo dye is what most people are most heavily. And it's not even the dye; it's just the binders they use to get that blue to stay. Now I can tell and see a difference. But I was like, wow, I wish I didn't know that.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, I've been slowly transitioning my closet. Like all this stuff is all organic cotton.
Really?
The shirt, the pants, the shirt. If the pants have, it's 98% organic cotton, 2% elastane or something. Give it a little bit, but they say they go through the process of making sure there's no toxic, and they have the certifications.
Oh yeah, I know what I forget
what whatever that is.
I know what you're talking about. So I did that even on our sheet, but I'm telling you, it went away. I thought I'm not a great seamstress, but I sewed some clothes for her. You know what I did? I went and bought really cute woodland organic sheets. That poor child, I sewed her some dresses. I was like, I don't know what to do because these organic clothes are expensive. I didn't know if that was the issue yet. So I was like, we're
going to go dump a whole bunch of money on a new closet full of stuff.
it healed within a week. It was the most bananas thing.
Wow.
I was like, well, this is it then. Because her doctor brought it up. He's like, well, what about dyes in her clothes? And I'm like, what? What do you mean? And sure enough, that's what it was. So it's something I could have went without knowing. 'Cause I
Right.
love blue jeans. I was like, don't tell me.
Right. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. So, all right. Well, give the audience 3 quick takeaways for skincare, or three do's, 3 don'ts, however you want to do it.
All right. I would avoid anything with fragrances, anything with artificial fragrances. Definitely avoid anything with parabens in it. For women, definitely look into what's in your makeup. And that one is just because if you're thinking it won't get absorbed in your skin, it's going through your eyes. It gets into your tear ducts. I would be looking up what's actually in your eyeshadow and eyeliner. Nobody wants to do that because it's not a good time. But like I said, they're specifically and more strongly impacted by these endocrine disruptors than anybody else. So those would be my 3 for sure.
No doubt about it. Well, easy thing for folks out there to do if they don't want to look at any of that themselves. They could just see what you have and buy stuff from you. So where would they go to do that?
Theprimitiveprairie.com. And you would just go to shop the apothecary. And my skincare section, I have a guy section and the ones for everybody else. And so
there you go.
Yep.
Well, great stuff as always. Appreciate you popping in again.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to let Kyleigh get back to elevating Springfield. But for the rest of y'all, we'll be right back. Hey, Springfield, when it comes to reliable, high-quality roofing, you don't want to leave things to chance. That's why you should reach out to Acosta Angeli Roofing, your local roofing experts serving Springfield and surrounding communities. From quick, dependable repairs to full replacement, from residential to commercial, they are your trusted pros. Call them today at 217-993-2748 or visit their website to book your free quote and inspection. Don't wait. A little leak now could lead to major damage later. Trust the local experts, protect your home, and get peace of mind with Acosta Angeli Roofing. Well, thank you for joining us today, everybody. Appreciate you making us a part of your day. Hope you're enjoying these quick hits of actionable strategies here on the Wellness Upgrade on Elevate Springfield. Thank you again to Shudokan Karate Club. Hey, take what you learned today. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together, that's right, y'all, we're going to elevate Springfield. Be great. Looking for expert tree care with hometown integrity? Look no further than Sangamon Tree Service. They're your trusted local pros, delivering quality workmanship, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing every time. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, their team brings professionalism and care to every job, big or small. Call the name your neighbors trust, Sangamon Tree Service, or visit them today at SangamonTreeService.com. Sangamon Tree Service, rooted in quality, built on trust.